Prima Media's Mining Weekly is interviewing Dr. Nombasa Tsengwa, the new CEO of Exxaro, which has just reported spectacular half-year results. Dr. Nombasa Tsengwa, what, in your view, should be the biggest takeaway from today's stunning results, which saw earnings rocket by 145%?
Really very solid set of results that we're seeing today, and very much really on the back of the hard work of the people of this company. Let me just say that first. But the highlights I would like you to take from these results, firstly, is the spectacular performance on safety that we've seen over the last 5 years and 5 months, where we have run all those years without a fatality. So for us, that's very, very good. And then let's look at some of the good things that happened in the last 6 months, despite all the market dynamics that we've seen. You will recall that we've introduced the early value strategy, which really optimizes on the high value product within our product mix on the thermal coal side, which is beginning to really give us those dividends, and we will see that going higher into the future. The next good thing has been the way the coal team has managed cost. Very good efficiencies and really keeping to our promise, of performing below the mining inflation percentage, which for us, is 11.6, in the mining environment, and we're sitting only at 4.7%, which I think is fantastic performance. The marketing team did a fantastic job in the way that they moved coal, because obviously of what we know from the TFR point of view, that we're really still struggling in that regard, and really looking at alternative, evacuation flows, which included other ports, and I think that was really great work. And yes, the prices have also, held us in good stead, but overall, very good performance from our team as well.
But is coal demand continue to be very strong in the second half?
We foresee that going into the winter, especially in the northern hemisphere, we will continue to see the demand the way it is, especially in Europe. You know what has happened, in Europe in terms of the energy shortage. We were able to step up and supply the market, especially with our RB1 in our mix getting, much higher. So we're really able to supply in that regard. We see very renewed demand from Japan, Korea, and Taiwan, which is quite impressive. And I must say that our coal from a pricing point of view has competed very well, with the Australian supplies into the market. And we really do see that going on at least for the next 6 months, Martin.
The Ebitda of your renewables company, Synergy, was a sky-high 80%. Does that reflect what the situation is likely to be going into the future?
We've seen the wind has been really underperforming, but I think the availabilities of the wind turbines have been kept at an optimum. So from an operational efficiencies, I think the team has done pretty well. So yeah, I think we're going to see some great work into the future there, Martin.
And what will be done by Synergy at your own mines to decarbonize?
We have got a lot of projects lined up for ourselves. In the Palala, you may be aware of our solar PV plant of about 70 megawatts that has just been registered by NESA. And we're looking into 2024 first quarter, where we'll start seeing those generation of those new electrons into that operation. And we hope that, can make the excess electrons to other players in that area or elsewhere as the wheeling policy becomes sorted out by government. We're also looking to do the same in Mpumalanga. We're partnering with the likes of Enitrend, who've got a lot of capacity as well in this space to assist us in making sure that we create a renewable energy hub in the Mpumalanga area, which will cover all our mines in Mpumalanga and others for that matter who may be in need of decarbonization capacity.
What will Synergy be doing at mines outside of your own mines and outside of the country possibly?
Absolutely. I mean, the market in South Africa is really opening up. We've heard what the president is saying. Anyone who can really provide those excess electrons to the grid is really solving our problem as a country. So we have got capacity already, Martin, of 229 megawatts from our existing two wind farms. We need to look at increasing, from a distributed generation point of view, with this liberalization of beyond 100 megawatts. We need to see ourselves getting to a position of growth ourselves, making sure that we identify where those opportunities are, which we think we know. There should be some of them around the areas where we operate. We think we can really grow those spaces behind the meter to make sure that we can actually even provide to communities. There's opportunities for municipalities. So with this partnership with Emitron, we believe that we can do so much more.
What about the generation of green hydrogen? Is that on the cards at all?
Look, we know that green hydrogen is the missing puzzle of the green energy story. And we have to look at it because we can see countries are already negotiating with one another. Which one will be the generator, which one will then be the off-taker of green hydrogen. So it will be part of the solution in the future. And therefore, we've got to look at it. And we're doing a lot of studies in this regard, Martin. And hopefully, within the next year or so, we'll be able to say something, whether that's something that we want to do or something that we want to partner with others. We know the likes of Sasol are already in that space, and it's something maybe that, over time, talking to the likes of Sasol, we may find each other and probably look at collaboration. But it is of interest to us because it is a solution in the industry that we are in.
That was Green Media's Mining Weekly, speaking to Dr. Nombasa Tsengwa, the new CEO of Exxaro.